Okay, now if I use my freedom of speech that's protected by Section 4 of the Florida Constitution entitled Freedom of Speech and Press, which says that every person may speak, write, and publish sentiments on all subjects, but shall be responsible for the abuse of that right. No law shall be passed to restrain or abridge the liberty of speech or of the press. In all criminal prosecutions and civil actions for defamation, the truth may be given in evidence. If the matter charged as defamatory is true and was published with good motives, the party shall be acquitted or exonerated. Now, see, I use that in the civil and criminal courthouses in Seminole and Orange counties in the state of Florida on August 12, 2008 at 10:40 in the morning, to then be able to cite the Declaration of Independence, right? This is what the United States of America, when it was 13 colonies, gave to King George III, right? And so it says in Congress, July 4th, 1776, the unanimous declaration of the 13 United States of America. See, it was on at the time they was colonies, but see, just like I turned myself into Folk Houses Incorporated to fight the tyranny that I presently is facing and has legally overcame in the civil and criminal courthouses in Seminole and Orange counties in the state of Florida on August 12th in 2008 at 10:40 in the morning, as well as in the federal courthouse in the Middle District of Florida ever since February 20th in 2018 at 9:20 in the morning. So that's why now I am giving the same Declaration of Independence to the descendants of those who gave this Declaration of Independence on July 4th, 1776 to King George. So see, I'm saying that my ancestors were slaves to slaves that were subjects to King George. And this is the evidence to support my motion. See, is that when you was owned by your king, you wanted the same freedom from your king that I want from you in the civil and criminal courthouses in Seminole and Orange counties in the state of Florida ever since August 12, 2008 at 10:40 in the morning. So if your Congress on July 4th in 1776 spoke to your king, whose name was King George III, why then would your president not come and listen to my reciting of your Declaration of Independence to your king? Because your president of these United States of America is denying me of my constitutional rights, and I'm in court citing what constitutional amendments and what section of the Florida Constitution that governs me personally, and the United States of America's Constitution that govern us all collectively. I'm showing you what amendments in the United States Constitution that the United States government is violating through the elected officials of the state of Florida in the civil and criminal courthouses in Seminole and Orange counties in the state of Florida ever since August 12, 2008 at 10:40 in the morning. So if you put your declaration in, if your ancestors put your Declaration for Independence from your king in on July 4th, 1776, and they said this, they say, when in the course of human events, it becomes necessary for one people, so that's Folk Houses Incorporated in this instance, to dissolve the political bands which have connected them with another. See, Folk Houses, the president of Folk Houses Incorporated is saying the same thing that the Congress of what you call the 13 United States of America. See, so that ain't what King George said. King George said, hey man, that's mine. You can't, that's 13 colonies of Great Britain. And the United States, in its infancy stage on July 4th, said, and this is how the unanimous declaration of the 13 United States. See, it was only 13. So now, wouldn't Four Castles now be the 51st state? See, Four Castles is now a state in the Union. But see, now if you don't want to include me into, well, how did you go from 13 United States to 50, to territories? See, because you kept acquiring territory, but you said it's the United States of America. So then that's my territory. I'm a United States citizen. So how could anybody else own any other land and say that they the United States of America? And then now that I done brought you to court and I'm charging you with the same violation that your forefathers charged the king with, now why you not saying that I need to dissolve the political bands which have connected me, see, with another, and to assume among the powers of the earth? See, that's what I'm doing. I'm assuming the powers of the earth, the separation and equal station to which the laws of nature and of nature's God, well, I'm saying, well, I'm my God. Now, the founding fathers of this country says God's natures, the natures of God's entitles them a decent respect to the opinions of mankind, requires that they should declare the causes, required that they should declare the causes which impel them to the separation in the civil and criminal courthouses in Seminole and Orange counties in the state of Florida on August 12, 2008 at 10:40 in the morning, just like the 13 states of the United States in 1776 declared their independence through the separation through a Declaration of Independence. See, they say, we hold these truths. See, so now they saying that it's more than one truth. They said truths, right? So now I'm adding my truth into their truth for my independence from their descendants. See, so I'm asking, are you descendants of King George III, or are you descendants of the 13 colonies? See, that then changed themselves to these United States of America through this Declaration of Independence on July 4th, 1776. See, what I don't understand is, how can your history, which now is American history, be history, right, after you declared your independence from your king, but now you're denying me of my independence from you, who is a citizen of the United States of America? You're not the king, so how can you deny me of my rights and you not be in jeopardy of losing your rights? That's what happened with King George III. He lost the rights to Great Britain's 13 colonies, so to him you stole it. If he said it was his, so now you say that I'm your property, and you have the audacity to say the property of the state or the property of the United States of America. So now I am giving my truth to be self-evident that all men are created equal, that they are endowed by their creator with certain inalienable rights, that are among these are life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. See, I'm saying the same thing in the civil and criminal courthouses in Seminole and Orange counties in the state of Florida to the descendants of this document. See, so I'm saying, why do the descendants of this document not see me as they see their ancestors when they wrote this document to the king? See, I'm writing this document for my independence. So why now am I a terrorist like King George III looked at George Washington and Thomas Jefferson and all of the patriots that wrote this declaration? See, this declaration here had to come with blood before it became legal, see, and historical. But mine should have just went with a testimony according to the Bible. See, because you say God entitles them. So in the Bible, it says that I'm supposed to be saved by the blood of the Lamb and the word of my testimony. But the country that says in God we trust and says that when in the course of human events, as if I'm not human and this not an event, it becomes necessary for one people to dissolve the political bands which have connected them with another, and to assume among the powers of earth the separation and equal station to which the laws of nature, right, and of nature's gods entitle them. A decent respect to opinions of mankind requires that they should declare the causes. See, so I'm declaring the causes. You stole my house at 3250 Safe Harbor Lane in Lake Mary, Florida. You stole my money out of my bank account at Navy Federal Credit Union, and you stole my daughter's money out of her bank account in Navy Federal Credit Union. See, this is all in court. You stole my car, you aided and abetted Bill Hurd in stealing my car, and then you denied me access to the courts as if Bill Hurd was King George III. And I'm gonna show you in your own writing that the court systems wasn't fair to your descendants, and now their court system is not fair to my descendants. So now, why am I any different to my descendants than than George Washington, Thomas Jefferson, Paul Revere, John Howard, and John Hancock, and all of the other men that truths? See, that we hold these truths, so each one of their truths was put in evidence to support their claim for independence. So now why would my truth that I am now giving in evidence and has been in evidence to support my self-evident demand for freedom? See, so these truths to be self-evident that all men, so I'm saying I'm a man, and I'm amongst men, and it says all men, so I have went in and defended my manhood against any other man. But then that man had to violate the law and then get other men, unbeknownst to the crime that the judge had committed, to arrest me. See, that's a crime. That's what King George III did. And that's why I am citing these truths. See, that all men are created equal. So when George Washington, Thomas Jefferson wasn't seen as equal to King George, this is what they wrote. We hold these truths to be self-evident that all men are created equal, that they are endowed by their Creator with certain inalienable rights. See, that means you can't even mess with them. That among these are life. See, I'm supposed to be able to live my life, but now you have given me cancer. That's what you say, right? Now, if I let you mess with my mind, then my life is over. So I'm gonna live my life until your cancer becomes clear, and then my family will see that you killed me when you put that cancer in me, when you shot drugs in me in South Seminole Hospital, when you took me, when the Seminole County Sheriff took me from Seminole County Courthouse and put me in restraints in the Seminole County Hospital, and then they shot drugs in me. Now they say I have cancer. Now, how do I know that you didn't put cancer in that syringe? But do my family care? But I care, because I know that you put a foreign substance in my body. See? But this is what I'm telling my friends, and I'm telling poor people. Well, if rich people is your doctor, then how do you know you're getting adequate health care? If the Bible says that we're supposed to raise our children up in the ways that they shall go, and we see that we need health care, then wouldn't it make sense that we invest not only in building hospitals, but then in educating our doctors so our doctors can then fill the hospitals that we build? But hey, man, that's what I'm trying to do so I can have life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. See, because if I get sick, I want to go to a hospital where somebody love me, and it ain't about money. So that's why I'm then investing in the doctors, so then that investment will be returned to me in love. See, they not going to be worrying about how much it costs to save me because I done spent the money to save them. But see, only a God would understand that value. See, anti-anything would take anti-everything, right? But any established thing would not take something that's not established to then undo what's established. So once I legally establish myself, why would I let the devil then give me money to undo what I have established? Okay, so now I'm waiting for the return of my happiness so I can then pursue my love. See what I'm saying? So my love was to be able to provide provisions in my house, that I brought the love from my poor house that had no financial provisions. So once I made it to middle class, I wanted to take that love from when I was in the projects, right, to my middle class life. And then I wanted to provide lights, water, and food for the whole month. Because when I was in poverty, I had food and water for half of the month. You see what I'm saying? Now, my grandmama used to teach us and tell us that you just eating it because it's here. But now when you eat it up, it's gone. Now what? And so that's how I learned. See, we had started rationing out. See, now are you hungry or are you just eating it because it's there? So now we started saying, well, I ain't really hungry. See what I'm saying? And I better wait until I'm hungry and eat this, right? So now you're not glutton because you can't afford to be greedy. You see what I'm saying? See, necessity breeds understanding. See, because once you see that you deficient, you start understanding why. And when you start understanding why, you start making more wiser decisions. And the wiser the decisions you make, the more or the longer your provisions last. See, so now when you start, that's why I can not eat or whatever, because I had to learn when I was in this house of love that when you eat just because, you can't eat when you need to. So if you're not hungry, then you think about the time that you would be hungry, and then you realize that you're not really hungry. You just want to eat it because it's there. But now, after you realize, after I eat this last piece right here, man, it's 2 more weeks before the money come. See, so you a kid and you know, because you can see that if I eat this, I'm not gonna have this. So you learn by lack of how to increase what you got. See, so that's why my economic system, a rich person who have abundance won't understand it, because they don't have to understand it because they got so much. See, but somebody who don't have enough then know how to manage what they have. And so that's what I'm saying. Management in life is managing the life that you have. See, so I can live my life to the fullest because I'm living my life to the means that I have. But I know that what I've done is going to allow my means to become greater than they are now. So why would I then allow now to stop me from going to where I'm going? See, so I just use now to learn, so when I get to where I'm going, I'll be able to take the good from the situation. And then I'll be able to then explain the bad more clearer. And now my children and my wife able to see what they couldn't understand, because I have given them time to mature in the situation. So now they'll see my maturity from the situation. So that's why now I am happy, but I am also sad. See? And then it says that to secure these rights, governments, see, Folk Houses Incorporated, Chancy Incorporated, are instituted amongst men. See? So just like the United States of America was instituted from the 13 colonies of Great Britain, and now the United States of America is accepted but all over the world as, see, as an institution. See, because it was instituted amongst men, just like Folk Houses was instituted amongst men, women, and children in the civil and criminal courthouses in Seminole and Orange counties in the state of Florida on August 12, 2008 at 10:40 in the morning, just like the 13 states of the United States of America was established on July 4th in 1776. And then it over time, it has grown to 50 states and territories. So the 51st state was established in the civil and criminal courthouses in Seminole and Orange counties in the state of Florida as Folk Houses Incorporated on August 12, 2008 at 10:40 in the morning, in accordance with the Declaration of Independence. It was established amongst men, deriving their just powers from the consent of the governed. Now, that's when you go back to section 2. See, that's the consent. My basic rights. Section 3, I establish my religion in accordance with section 3. That's the consent. See, so this is what I'm saying. The American people give consent through the written word. See, they don't give consent through judgment. See, when they judge you, you have violated the law. See, if you do not violate the law, you do not need their consent. See, because the consent is written. See, it's your inalienable rights. See what I mean? So if you have inalienable rights, then who can take them other than you? They're God-given. They're given to you. See, so if your covenant is written on your heart, your covenant is your agreement between you and God. See, and in America, you can then establish yourself amongst men. See, that's what the court system is for. See, that whenever any form of government becomes destructive to these ends, it is the right of the people to alter it or to demolish it and to institute new government, laying its foundation on such principles and organizing its powers in such form as to them shall seem most likely to affect their safety and happiness. See? So this is what I'm doing. I'm saying, well, listen, you wasn't present to what was going on. So I saw it necessary to sever the political binds that connected us. See, and now I'm instituting new government, Folk Houses Incorporated, Chancy Incorporated, right? And laying at its foundation. See, I'm laying at the foundation of Folk Houses Incorporated and the foundation of Chancy Incorporated on such principles, see, of the Declaration of Independence. See, I'm using the same principles and organizing its powers. So Folk Houses' powers was organized from the powers organized by the 13 states of the United States on July 4th, 1776. I just did it on August 12th in 2008 at 10:40 in the morning because of the crime that was committed against me in the name of the state of Florida. See what I'm saying? And so because of the crime, and I had to use the principles of the founding fathers of the 13 states to then establish Four Castles as a state, and then Chauncey Incorporated as a state that's established in a form, right? Its powers in such form as to them, so that's to you all, shall seem most likely to affect their safety and happiness. So see, you all need a job. You was losing your homes. You was losing your independence. And now Four Castles and Chauncey Incorporated is the new form of government that altered your destruction and abolished your debts in accordance with Amendment 14, Section 4. See, I'm using the Constitution. See, I'm using the foundation of such principles and organizing its powers in such form, see, in the civil and criminal courthouses in Seminole and Orange counties in the state of Florida, as well as in the federal courthouse in the Middle District of Florida, as to them for whom are the citizens of the state of Florida, as well as the citizens of the United States of America and its territories. Now, see, now you should seem as to it's in the courts. So how is it a violent endeavor if it's over testimonies, right? So so that's supposed to seem most likely to affect your safety. See, because I'm in court. So where's the violence? This is a exchange of evidence. So where's the exchange of gunfire? See, but because your elected officials are criminals, they then sent the sheriff after me. That's where the turncoats came in. That's like King George. See, they sent their police to then intimidate me, just like King George sent the redcoats to intimidate George Washington and them. See, that's why I'm hitting them with the Declaration of Independence, and I'm saying, hey, they have affected your safety and your happiness. See, pertinence indeed, right, will indicate that governments long established shall not be changed for light and transient causes. See, so that's personal stuff, right? Wait a minute. Dang, okay, hold on, let me see. Let me see. I'm gonna try to hit this one right fast. Okay, transit, passing especially quickly into and out of existence. See, so that's a lie. See, transit, TRANSIENT, right? So that means passing especially quickly into and out of existence. See, my existence is now established. So it's not, see, my truth, and that's what they say, these truths. So my truths is not transient. It's established. And their lies is passing especially quickly in and out of existence. See, so that's why they have to lie and over and over. And see, this is what it say. It's prudence, right? So this is prudence. Let me show you this. See, this is what I'm saying. If you don't break this thing down, man, you ain't gonna know what's happening. So prudence is the ability to govern and discipline oneself by the use of reason. See, so they because of their racism was not prudent. And their prudence is indeed will indicate that governments long established shall not be changed for light or transit. See, so that means that your quickness, your lies, see, cannot change the government. Like, that's the violation of the Jim Crow laws. See, they violated the Declaration of Independence, and that's the problem with America. See, America breaks its own laws for the transcend. See, for the racists, for the ones that don't see all Americans as equal under the law. See, they like King George. That's why I had to hit them with the Declaration of Independence. See, and it says, and accordingly, all experience have shown that mankind are more disposed to suffer, while evils are sufferable. See, are sufferable, right? So that means that when you allow suffering, you are the problem. You the reason why America independence is in jeopardy, because you are sufferable. That is sufferable, right? So you allow suffering. So even in your Bible, it talks about long suffering. So your country, the founding fathers of these 13 United States, in the emphasis stage of these 50 states and territories, then was telling you about your lies, how quick they come and go. But so you're not supposed to change the laws because of lies. Only the truth changes the law. But so when with your racism, you then made up Jim Crow laws that then violated your own Declaration of Independence. Okay, hold on. A sufferable then to the right themselves by abolishing the forms to which they are accustomed. But when a long train of abuses and usurpations, like it's usurping. So, okay, it's usurpation. So hold on, I'm gonna get that for you here. But this one gonna be a little long because I don't wanna break it in the middle of what I'm doing. So, whatever y'all do, you do. But okay, so it's usurpation, to seize and hold office, place, function, or power in possession by force or without right. See, that's what they did with me. See what I'm saying? Pursuing invariably, right? See, invariably. So it's showing you that that this gonna happen. See, wait a minute, I gotta get the same object invents a design, right? So this invents, let me see. See, this is why I like to do this, but I hate y'all to see it like this, but this is how I do it. So events, right, is to constitute outward evidence of. See, so you have to break it down. See, and now events is EVINCE. See, events. See, so that's what it say here. That's how I break it down, but I can't get it to say it. You see what I'm saying? Because they got me off the internet. But anyway, that's why I'm saying this is my pronunciation of it, but this is the definition of it. To constitute outward evidence of. So that's like me showing you the evidence of this violation, and it's designed to reduce them under an absolute despotism. So hold on, let me look up that despot. That is a DES. Hold on now. See, dang man, I hate to be at the end of this thing, but hey, I'm where I'm at. So it's I'm where I'm at. So I'm. It's a little long, but hey, it's an offensive, absolute power and authority exerted by government. See, it's an offensive. See, offensive, unreasonably burdensome or severe. So see, when your government is offensive and it's despotism, right? DESPOTISM, it is their right, see, it is their duty to throw off such government. So that's what I did in the civil and criminal courthouses in Seminole and Orange counties in the state of Florida on August 12, 2008 at 10:40 in the morning because of their despotism. See what I'm saying? See, so this is what I'm showing. I'm saying I'm doing what George Washington and them did to King George, but I got to do it by myself with the truth and the Constitution backing me up for my Declaration of Independence. So I'm going to leave it there because then I'm going to come back. This just 1 minute.